Man, I love big collections of old games, especially when we talk about collections of bangers, like the ones from Konami's huge catalog of classics: Castlevania, Contra, Ninja Turtles, and more recently even the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. And what's awesome is that in many cases, a collection would also prelude to the arrival of new releases in the same franchise, like in the case of Contra, Operation Galuga, and the remake of MGS3, Metal Gear Solid Delta. With the shift from retro collections grouping together games from the late 80s and 90s, like Castlevania and Contra, into more recent titles like the Metal Gear games from the 2000s, another series we could really use conveniently repacked into one big master collection will definitely be Silent Hill. But are we ever gonna get one? So, elation and jubilation, gamers from all around the world. I am Lucian, the World Gamer. Welcome to my show, where we talk about everything gaming: retro, new, import, rare stuff, weird games, and retro collections. Like today's topic, the Silent Hill Master Collection. Or rather, are we ever gonna get one?
Something bizarre's going on. There's something wrong with it.
In 2023, we got one of the most relevant collections from the already huge catalog of Konami games, the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1. And while it could have been better, it also did its job in preserving the first legendary games, while repurposing them to new players who missed them at the time of their original release. Moreover, this was only a single part of a bigger plan for the franchise to make a huge comeback with style, as revealed by the announcement of Metal Gear Solid Delta. But this is not the only big franchise that Konami is trying to revive. Silent Hill is also part of the renewed focus on big gaming productions, with the announcement and release of many projects, like The Short Message and the remake of Silent Hill 2. But then, if we can notice a pattern with previous franchises of releasing a compilation of older games in order to bring players up to speed with the previous titles of the franchise prior to the new shiny releases, we can only wonder then, where the heck is the compilation that should have preceded the new Silent Hill games? Where is our Silent Hill Master Collection? Well, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I think we're not gonna get one. And here is why. First, the timing. We are already kind of late for that. Usually compilations arrive before a new game in the same series. But here Konami already announced various games, including 2 completely original titles, The Short Message, which already released, and Silent Hill F, and no collections in sight. And I think, at this point, they should have had it at least announced or mentioned somewhere, which they didn't.
Believe the evidence of your eyes.
Secondly, and most importantly, if we take a look at the Master Collection for MGS, we can see that Konami literally did the bare minimum to bring MGS 2 and 3 over to the newer consoles and PC, while they left MGS 1 and the older titles in the capable hands of M2. Now, for those unfamiliar, MGS 2 and 3 are taken straight from the HD collection of 2011, which was developed by the excellent people at Bluepoint Games. This means that Konami only ported their work over to the newer platforms, and they could have done a better job at that too. They even left the logos from the 2011 versions, and in some cases, there are even technical hiccups not present in the original HD collection.
I don't approve of your methods.
So it's clear that if Konami wants to release Silent Hill 1 through 3, they would rather simply emulate the first game, just like they did with MGS 1, while as for Silent Hill 2 and 3, which were originally PlayStation 2 games, they would rather port them from an already existing collection if they could. And technically, they can, but as bad luck would have it, that collection is also the Silent Hill HD collection from Hygiene Studios, released in 2012.
Let Mama take a look at you.
Which is infamous for its extremely low quality, with bad graphics and general performance, far worse than the original, and there is a reason for that. Because Konami lost the original complete codes for the games, they gave Hygiene Studios beta versions of Silent Hill 2 and 3 to work with, and port over to the PS3 and Xbox 360. This is the reason we got tearing, graphics glitching out, and a fog effect that feels only half complete.
Have you ever seen such aberrations?
Actually, the whole collections felt half complete, because that's what Hijinks Studios had to port over. 2 games that were only half complete, actual beta versions.
This will be the ideal way to enjoy these horror classics.
Enjoy? I feel like I'm going crazy!
Even Konami wouldn't dare to release a Silent Hill 2 and 3 in that state. Again. Would Konami themselves go through the hassle of working on them to bring them to a decent state? Unlikely. And even if they wanted, they can't, because they still got the issue of having lost the original code for both games.
Oh, that's just stupid.
So yeah, that's the reason we're not getting a Silent Hill Master Collection anytime soon. If we had though, I would love it to include also some of the more obscure titles as a bonus, like the ones I've already taken a look at in my previous videos, including the GBA retelling of Silent Hill 1 or even the Silent Hill experience for the PSP. But most importantly, it definitely needs to finally include the Silent Hill 4 The Room, which is often and unjustly put aside when it comes to talking of the classic games, as it was the swan song of Team Silent before being prematurely disbanded by Konami. And there was never an HD version of Silent Hill 4 for Konami to bring to newer consoles to begin with, no previous work done by other developers to recycle, like they did with MGS2 and 3 when they brought them over to the Master Collection Volume 1. So, as you can see, it doesn't seem like there is even a base to begin thinking about receiving a Silent Hill Master Collection.
I think I can see why.
Of course, I hope this video ages very poorly and that Konami proves me wrong and suddenly announces this collection. I just don't feel very optimistic about it. And considering the games will require so much work to be ported over to newer consoles, it's no wonder that Konami decided to task Blooper Team with just remaking Silent Hill 2 from the ground up instead. Is it enough? No! I will still like a proper HD version of Silent Hill 2 and 3 and the rest of the classic titles to finally forget about that atrocity that is the Silent Hill HD collection by Hijinks Studios.
Why won't you let me forget?
It feels surreal to me that the best versions of Silent Hill 3 and the original 2 are still stuck on PlayStation 2, a hardware that's more than 20 years old at this point. I mean, I've seen a lot of complaints for the Metal Gear Master Collection, but at least we still got it. Where is our Silent Hill Master Collection, I say? Am I the only one who would buy it? It would literally be my dream come true.
Your dream.
I mean, even excellent remakes like Capcom's own Resident Evil 2 are no replacements for the originals for how vastly different they feel to play. And the same goes for Silent Hill 2. Even if the remake turns out to be excellent, I still want a proper, modern HD version of the original Silent Hill 2. And 3, and 4, and the first one as well. I want them all. At the same time, if an hypothetical new Master Collection is to be anything like the 2012's HD Collection, well, one more reason for which Konami should find back those original codes.
You were always so forgetful.
Come on, put yourself together and search every single hard drive you got, and finally give us what we want and what the series deserves. A proper preservation and celebration of its legacy. Silent Hill Master Collection. Make it real, make it happen. But this is just one guy's opinion on the internet, so now I want to know yours down in the comments. Are you still hoping for Konami to release a Silent Hill Master Collection? Which games would you like it to include? What is your favorite game in the series? Share your thoughts or memories in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and you might also want to check out the rest of my Silent Hill coverage in this channel, where I talk about the most elusive and rare games in the series, including Play Novel on Game Boy Advance with its DLC now considered lost media, and the only and almost lost RPG set in the world of Silent Hill. So, what are you waiting for? Subscribe so that you will always be up to speed with my latest videos, and you will also help a fellow gamer out to bring you the best quality content. For you it's just few buttons away, but for me your help truly does make a difference. But really, I just want to thank you so much for spending some of your precious time watching this video to the end. I will be seeing you in my next one, but until then, stay safe, play safe, world gamers.